Hello guys, welcome to my channel Adjunctive Mentoring Studio. So we will be discussing polynomials and I will introduce you with the topic polynomials of class 10, that is chapter 2. And before starting I would like to say that please like, subscribe and share the video. And अब हम लोग शुरू करते हैं कि हम लोग को पॉलिनोमियल्स में पढ़ना क्या है। तो सबसे पहले तो हम लोग को देखना है कि व्हाट इज पॉलिनोमियल। उसके बाद हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे कि पॉलिनोमियल का यूज कहाँ है, पॉलिनोमियल कितने तरीके के हैं और इस चैप्टर में हम लोग को कौन कौन से पॉलिनोमियल पढ़ने हैं। तो बेसिकली जो पॉलिनोमियल जो है वो एक अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन है। सो पॉलिनोमियल इज एन algebraic expression in the form of ax plus a2x squared plus a3x cubed and to the power n to xn. So any algebraic expression which can be found in this form is said to be a polynomial. Okay, so now let's say what are the conditions to identify a polynomial. So what is the condition? The basic condition for polynomial is that if there is any polynomial ax plus b, then a should never be equal to 0. Means the coefficient of x or x square or x to power maximum highest degree should never be equal to 0, because when this will be 0, this will automatically turn 0 and the left will be only a constant which is a number, not a polynomial. And similarly, if we can take that it is ax square plus bx plus c, and we have to say highest degree means x square a. If a will be 0, this will become linear polynomial, but it was quadratic polynomial. So first condition is a should never be equal to 0 and the power should be always exponent should be always a non-negative integer. Non-negative integer matlab that the power, the exponent of a polynomial can never be negative, can never be fraction, can never be rational number. It must be a non-negative positive integer. Okay. So now let's see what are the types of polynomials and which type of polynomials do we have to discuss in this chapter. So the first type is linear polynomial. That is linear polynomial. Okay. Second is quadratic polynomial. Third is cubic polynomial. Fourth is bi-quadratic polynomial. So what are these terms? Linear polynomial stands for those algebraic expression which are in the form ax plus a square x to the power 2, which have the highest degree 1. What do we mean by degree? Highest degree. So any polynomial whose highest degree, highest exponential power of x is whose coefficient, whose x has the highest degree. Means if we consider any equation, we have 2x here, but the highest exponential power with x is 2. This means this polynomial is polynomial of degree 2. Similarly, many questions will be there like 3x cubed plus 2x. So this will be the polynomial in degree 3 because the maximum power is 3. Now let's see. So linear polynomial are those polynomial whose highest degree is 1. Quadratic, whose maximum or highest degree is 2. Cubic, whose highest degree is 3. Biquadratic, whose highest degree is 4. Now we will move on understanding what is the value of px at a given point. What is the value of px? Px means a polynomial with variable x at a given point. Okay, So let's say there is a polynomial px equals to 2x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so now we have to just find the value of polynomial when the value of value with 2 means we will put value 2 in place of x variable, means putting the value of given term in variable. So the value will be p2 equals to 2 square minus 3 2 plus 2. It will be 2 4s are 8 minus 6 plus 2, that will be 4. So the value of polynomial px at 2 is 4. Similarly, we can take out the values of different numbers. The question may be asked that find the value of polynomial at given point equals to 2, 3, 4 or 5, whatever. Now let's talk about what is zeros of polynomial. Zeros of polynomial px. Px because of polynomial with variable x. So zeros. Zeros means those values of x. Those values of x for which px equals to 0. Let us consider we are taking value of x as y, and when we put the value y we get the sum 0, or we get the product or sum 0. This means that y is a 0 of px, because when we put y in place of x then we get value 0. That means that y is a 0 of polynomial px. Now let us see about quadratic polynomial, because in this chapter we are going to read only about quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial, as we discussed, the polynomial with highest degree 2. So the formula for quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. So people and students usually confuse why we write ax square plus bx plus c. Actually this is our way of writing. This is standard way of writing. You can write anything. You can write px square plus qx square, qx plus r plus r. That is your understanding, and that is your concept. Whatever you understand, this we can take anything. Okay, this is just a general representation of quadratic polynomial. Now let's see. We have to discuss in quadratic polynomial the relationship between the sum of zeros, product of zeros, with the coefficients of x. Okay, x and x square. So we have read in previous class, in 9th class we have read that if alpha is a 0 of polynomial, if alpha is a 0 of 0 of px, then x minus alpha is a factor of px, is a factor of px. So we know when there is a quadratic polynomial there must be two zeros. As the name, the highest degree of any polynomial will indicate the numbers of zeros for the given polynomial. If there are highest degree is 3, there will be 3 0. Highest degree is 4, there will be 4 0. In this the highest degree is 2, so there will be 2 zeros. Let us consider the zeros to be alpha and beta. And as in 9th class we have read that x minus alpha is the factor. So similarly we will write x minus alpha and x minus beta. Okay. So we can say that when we will multiply this, we will get the equation back. So this implies that the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c equals to x minus alpha, x minus beta. And we will take a constant k, constant k, r, s, whatever you want. You can take a constant k. Why we are taking this, I'll tell you. So when we will multiply this, we will get x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Okay. Why we are taking x? Because sometimes it happens the product and the sum of zeros may be in fraction. To make this whole polynomial in standard form, we take a constant k, which can be any value. If there is no fraction, then we will put the value k as 1 and we'll get the same polynomial back. But if there is any fraction, we will try to get a number k which will just remove the fraction here and bring it in the standard form. So when we'll multiply, we'll get kx square minus k alpha plus beta x plus k alpha beta, and we will compare the values with this. Okay, so what does, when we'll compare this and this, we'll get that x square cancel, a will be equals to k. Now bx, so this is minus k alpha plus beta x equals to bx, x cancel out. This means b equals to, we can see minus k equals to a, so minus k will be minus a, and here we will write alpha plus beta equals to b. So b will be equal, the sum of zeros will be equal to alpha plus beta equals to b by minus a, which means minus will go up, minus b by a. Similarly, when we'll compare c with this, so alpha, beta and k, so k means a, so a alpha beta equals to c, a alpha beta equals to c, so alpha beta equals to c by a. Thus we have derived the relationship between the sum of zeros and product of zeros with the coefficient of x, which means sum of zeros equals to minus b by a, which can be written as coefficient of x minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, and product of zeros can be written as coefficient of x, constant by coefficient of x square. So now we will discuss what are the uses of this, which type of questions can come. So there are several types of questions, like they can say that the zeros of a polynomial are 3 and 2 and we have to frame the equation. So just we'll take out the sum of zeros will be 3 plus 2, that will be 5, alpha plus beta equals to 5, and product will be alpha beta equals to 6, and we'll put that back into that formula, that is k x square minus alpha plus beta whole x plus alpha beta, that can be written as k x square minus 5x plus 6. Since there is no fraction, we will take k as 1 and the equation will come x square minus 5x plus 6. It was too easy. And sometimes question can come as well, like there will be equation will be given and you have to take find out the zeros. That is very easy. You can just factorize it into by splitting method, by completing square method, or any method which you know, and you will get the zeros. Now quickly let us talk about cubic polynomial and their relationship. So cubic polynomial is polynomial with the highest degree as 3, ax square. Simply we have taken, this is the general formula, general representation of cubic polynomial. This is any polynomial. Since there is 3, highest degree is 3, there will be 3 zeros. Let's say alpha, beta and gamma. Like gamma, okay. And we know that x minus alpha is a factor. Similarly, here will be x minus alpha is a factor, x minus beta is a factor, and x minus gamma is a factor. Okay. So now let us know, when we'll multiply this 3, we'll get the equation back itself, which implies that this whole polynomial equals to x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, and we'll take a constant k. In case there is a fraction, we will remove this. Okay, when we will multiply, we will get kx cube, let's put a bracket first, then we'll get alpha plus beta plus gamma x square, plus we'll get alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma x plus minus alpha beta y. Then we'll multiply this with k, that will be kx cube minus k alpha plus beta plus y gamma x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha kx minus k alpha beta gamma. And similarly we will just equate this and we'll get, when kx square will be equated, then ka will be equal to k when this whole will be equated with this, b will be equals to, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Minus k will be minus a, and x square will be cancel out, equals to b. So alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b by a. Similarly, when we will compare this, we will get alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma equals to c by a. And then we will compare this, alpha beta equals to minus d by a. So we have got the formula like sum of zeros, sum of twice zeros, and product of three zeros. So these are the relationship, and the question will be asked that there is a cubic polynomial whose zeros are 3, 2, and 4. Or sometimes it can be given that sum of zeros is 3, and there is a term they call that sum of twice of its zeros, matlab 2 times the sum of its zeros, that is given minus 6, and product of its zeros is given 9. So you will put this values in this formula, that is this formula, and you can get easily. And many times the question can come that you have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So for this video, this is much, and we'll meet in next video discussing some of the questions for polynomials. And at last, please like, subscribe and share my video. Thank you.